before. I talked about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 50 delay of game. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back in his own. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So that'll back him up 5. On second down, it's Gordon. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now, and we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. A beautiful fake. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there by Gordon. 62 yards on the ground. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 12-yard line.
Now Rivers. Sliding out of the pocket. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Goff. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Henry. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Agnew now to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
San Francisco.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Play fake, Rivers. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action. Rivers. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Rivers fires this into the flat, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Fourth down, Rivers. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3.
Makes the score Niners 13. Cowboys 3. Bradley Pinion to kick off for San
Now
Francisco.
Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now it's Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Josh Allen.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Making it happen, Captain. Making it happen.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. On the return, here's Agnew. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one looking pretty comfortably like another victory for them. What a start to this season. Well on their way to 5-0 in the new campaign. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Rivers to throw this time. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing here, Rivers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
56. Check. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. 56.
Again, it's Rivers. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On play action, Rivers. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. To the air again here. Rivers breaks a tackle. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
To try again after the sack. Rivers, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Valdez-Scantling, incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Niners, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA